the line. When you are ready for your attendees.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, Nev. That tool I'm new to. In Excel, we have a lot of little different features. We have is at the very top up here, we have what we call the Quick Access Toolbar. This is the Quick Access Toolbar is basically it's a customizable toolbar. It allows you to use a lot of the different features you had in Excel. A lot of the buttons that you like. You can actually click on it and you can customize all the different features on there. You can add, like, if you do a lot of new sheets, you can create new sheets by just clicking on this and adding it there, so that anytime you need to create a new sheet, you just click on it and a new sheet will pop up. This little part here saves you a lot of time. It gives you that quick access to the best functions that you like. You can add, delete. You can do a lot of different things with it. You have the customizable commands you can put in there. You can actually probably even put a signature. It gives you a lot of functionality, and it's just a little tiny corner piece, and it only takes a little bit of real estate on the actual page. In here, we actually have the File tab. The File tab is actually new to 2010. It never existed in 2007. It was actually the File menu in the past. In 2007, it was replaced by what was it? Oh yeah, in Excel 2007, which was a replacement for the File menu. So it has some history, but it's never been such a focal point as it is now in 10. The File menu gives you the features of the standard, allowing you to print, allows you to save documents, save it as a certain type. You can create a template. You can actually, after you do your spreadsheet, you can actually make it into a template, so that anytime you want, you can open up a template that is a standard format. It gives you that feature that you can use that same sheet over and over again if you created formulas for it, and you can create multiple documents but just have one standard template to allow you to use it all the time. You now have a lot of the different tabs on the actual top part, which is actually called the ribbon. The ribbon has now taken the whole file menu structure where you drop down and you see the whole list of different options. It now is visual in front of you right on the top. And as you can go along, you can switch to the different functions. You have the insert function, which will allow any kind of option that used to exist in the insert fields. Page layouts, when you want to modify the way it looks. If you want to go landscape, if you want to go portrait, all these different little features are in there. You can change the background. You can put a background in there now. You can identify and you can scale and fit sizes of windows to your cells. You can modify all the features. You can switch your view. If you have two books working on one thing, you can bring one to the front. You can leave one in the back. It gives you can view the grids. I can take them off. It gives you a lot of different features. If I just click on that, I can click on a print feature, and I can show the border of exactly where I'm going to print in the Excel spreadsheet. So when I actually send a print, all of this will not show up on that page based on the size of it. If I'm doing an 8.5 by 11, this line tells me where that 8 will end up. So if I actually have stuff running over there on this side, it will not show up in the print. It will actually print on another page. Gives you a lot of good, nice little features that you can actually view. You have the ability to print the headings automatically by just selecting the different options. There's so many different little features in here. You've got things like alignment, and they're all sectioned off. So you have what they call down here, you have little titles. One's called arrangements. This one's sheet options, so that you can break it down, but it all relates to the page layouts. Then you get into formulas, the next tab. The formulas themselves, you can actually do the insert the functions. You can have a standard grouping here of sum or averaging of numbers, counting numbers, max and minimums. These functions are very fast to just throw in, especially with these tools and ribbons. in the data, it all pertains to the data on the spreadsheet. So anything related to the data is sitting right there. You can sort data, you can filter it, you can do a lot of different features. I'm going to actually show you in a couple of them, and we're going to actually start off here. And I have a spreadsheet here right now, and it's just got a lot of different numbers. It's just a blank sheet or with just a table. And I want to actually see if I want to format this. Now I can actually take this and I can highlight this whole table or click on an area, and I can actually create the table format on this. And I just want to click on, where is it? Minimum well. Where is it? There it is. Format tables. So now I have a lot of different features I can actually generate a table on. I can actually, and the best thing about the 2010, it allows you to see it right away. So now all I have to do is click on that link, and I've already got the table. I can actually just highlight over one, and it should automatically take over the table. But it's not right now. Oh, that's why. So now it's actually giving me a whole view of the table, and it's changed the look. It's giving me a lot of different presentations. I can now actually change the color by moving it over. I can select whatever I want. And my screen's not big enough here. I can choose any visual type I want to see. It changes the headers. It changes everything at a simple click. And I haven't even clicked, so I'm just deciding which one I want, what style I want. If I want everything to look straight, all the crisscross, I don't want to emphasize the title bars, or maybe I do want to emphasize the title bars, and I still want to keep the black lettering. So I just click on that, and it chooses it. And as you can see here, they've all got these arrows here. And what the table style has done is actually created a filter now. So now I can actually filter my records for any set of numbers. By doing this, you got little arrows, and all you have to do is just click on the arrow, and you have an option now, and you can select. I don't want to see all of them. I just want to see ones that are showing maybe 9, 4s, and 5s. And when I say OK, it's only going to show me in those columns those numbers related. So I can pull that data straight up. If I want to say, okay, no, that's no good. I want to see everything again, but I want to filter by something else. I want to filter by, say me a price, but I want to do a specific price. I don't have an exact price because all the prices might be different. I want to say I want to do something like something maybe that is greater than $10, I guess. Let me do that one. Oh, sorry, it's in here. Greater than or equal to, and then I can say the $10. And it's only going to go, and it's going to take all the small values out of the list. It gives me all the different features, or maybe I want to now change it and I say, okay, I want something, everything greater than $10, but I want to now a second value, and I say I only want to see the ones that are in stock. So now everything that shows in stock that is greater than $10 will be on this table. I've eliminated, I haven't taken them away, I've just hidden those files or those rows. So they're still there in the table, but I don't need to see it, and I don't want to display it. So it gives me a lot of functionality where I can just manipulate the data like crazy, and I'm only seeing what I want to see, and that's what that person wants to see. So I could create that table, I could take a snapshot, and I can create another table and put it somewhere else. So I can just highlight everything. I can click that first cell, I can scroll right to the bottom, and using a shift key, I just click the last cell, and I'll highlight that whole table. But when I do a shortcut, I can actually close it, and I can go File, and I can, oh, not this one. I just want to copy it And here they have all the different options for it. I can just click copy. It's going to copy everything, but it's not going to copy the other ones. I'll put a new file there, and I'm just going to put it on the first cell, and I'm going to paste it all. But it's only giving me those values again. It's nothing in here is showing under $10, and it's only showing the stuff in stock. But as you can see, all the cells are, it did not include the ones I could not view. So it gives me a lot of different functionality. But as you can see, there was a problem with the table. The table now is shrunk. Everything's all squashed together. So now I want to fix that, and it's very easy to fix. You can just highlight all the cells that you want to fix, and then you're going to see you can bring your mouse to almost any spot in between the two cells, and you're going to see it almost comes to a separator. It'll be a line with two arrows going either way. This is the fastest way, and I can just adjust every column in a click, double click, and everything goes back into normal state. So now I've done all that modification within 2 clicks. I've copied all the information into sort, and I pulled the data, and I've transferred it now onto another sheet, and only that specific data that I want. So I can take one master sheet, grab all the records, and I can send off different reports to everybody else. Let me see. If I want to, say I want to add a couple fields in here, and I want to add a row. I'm not going to sit there and I'm going to try and figure out how hard it is. I'm just going to select on a row, and I want to actually put the row probably in between there. I can just do insert, and it's going to give me that option to insert the row. Now, I don't usually use this top bar. I actually just right-click on that, and it gives me the option to insert the row. And if I click on it, I'm going to have now an empty row in between the spot that I wanted it. Say I wanted to do it again. Do I have to do that click again? No, Excel gives you a lot of different shortcuts. I want to put 2 more rows in there. Do I have to go right-click and insert a row, right-click and insert a row? That's time-consuming. Instead, I can take one of Excel's shortcuts and press F4, and it's just going to do the last option I did last time. I just keep on hitting F4, and the last function I did, it will continue to do. So now if I actually did right-click and I did delete row, the F4 now becomes the deleter. And I can take out all those rows again.
What if you wanted to add, like, let's say 100 rows?
Then I can actually go from this point and from the 3 and go down 100. Or say I'm just going to go 25. And then I can right-click, and it'll automatically insert 25 rows. And if I want to do 100, I'm just going to hit that 4 times. The F4, I hit it 3 more times, I'll have the 100. Okay? Let me see. What else? Is there anything you guys have any suggestions that you want to know about? Because this is more of a for you guys.
Formatting the numbers?
Yes. Formatting the numbers? Okay. As you can see down here in this column, it is a price column. So we do have the dollar signs there. Now, there's lots of different features to actually format. You can actually, and this is always the fastest way. The ribbon is a beautiful tool, but I always find if I right-click on it, all my commands are there. And I can click on, and it says Format Cell. Right as soon as I click on it, I have now the different categories of how I want to format it. It was right now set as a custom, so it's set at a price. But now if I want to do a currency for in an accounting